Example 2. Factorize x squared minus 6x plus 5. Let's do the same thing. The same thing we did for example 1. Let's do it. Multiply the first term and the last term together. That gives us 5x squared. Underline the middle term. It is the middle term and the product of the first and last term that we use together to confirm the factorizing factors of every expression like this. How? Take the coefficient of the product of the first and last term. Take it here, which is 5. What are the factors of 5? We have 5 and 1. 5 and 5, 1. So that means 5 and 1 are the factors. So how do we manipulate 5 and 1 to give us minus 6, this coefficient of the middle term? What do? We say minus 5 minus 1 equals minus 6. Now let's confirm if the product of those two factors can still give us the coefficients of the product of the first and last term. Say minus 5 times minus 1 gives us positive 5. Since this positive 5 is the same coefficient of the product of the first and last term, that means we are good to go ahead to use these two factors. They are variable factors. So how do we use them? X squared, in place of the middle term, you don't write the middle term again. You use them to represent the middle term, harmonizing the variable in operation with the figure. How? Minus 5x minus x. You expect me to write minus 1x, but I've told you minus 1x is the same thing as minus x plus 5. So factorize these two. What is common to these two terms? X is common. So bring it out. X in x squared, you have x. Use this same x to divide negative 5x. So you have negative 5. Factorize these two. What is common to this? It seems nothing is common, but don't forget 1 is common. When it seems nothing is common, 1 is common. So you bring the 1 outside with this sign. Now I have negative 1, use it to divide negative x. It gives you plus x. Negative 1, use it to divide positive 5. It gives you negative 5. Observe that the two brackets are the same. Inside of the two brackets are the same. That gives you a sign that you are correct. But mind you, if another person factorizes this same expression, the arrangement may not be like this, and the answer will be the same. I will prove that to you. Let me learn first. Let's factorize this. We have x minus 5 into x minus 1. That's the answer. What is common to the two terms? Bring it out. Then what is left, which is x minus 1, bring it to the side. Now, what if someone else, let me write or, what if someone else trying to factorize this, write x squared minus x minus 5x plus 5. Can you see that the order has been changed? The two factors we want to use, minus 5 and minus 1, there is no rule that says you must pick one before the other. So, in the first one, I pick minus 5 before minus 1. So, to say, I use minus 5x before minus x. In this one, I use minus x before minus 5x. Let's see what our answer will look like. But the arrangement will not be the same, but we are going to have the same answer. What is common to x squared and minus x? It is x into x minus 1. What is common to minus 5x plus 5? That is 5. So bring it out here, bracket it. 5, negative 5, use it to divide negative 5x. It gives you positive x. Negative 5, use it to divide positive 5. It gives you negative 1. You can see that the inside of these two brackets also are the same. And it's not as the inside of the former two brackets. They are not the same, but the process are the same, but the arrangement are not the same. So factorizing this, you have x minus 1 into x minus 5. The same answer. Because of the rule of commutativity, when you have AB, it's the same thing as BA, because multiplication and addition are commutative. Addition is commutative, multiplication is commutative. Arrangement does not matter. It's just like 2 times 3 is the same thing as 3 times 2. So having x minus 5 into x minus 1 is the same answer as x minus 1 into x minus 5. Let's move on to example 3. Now, example 3. Example 3 is a kind of applied question. Questions may not always come the same way, and questions will demand or require the same thing. So, if x minus 1 is a factor of 5x squared minus 7x plus 2, find the other factor. If you are given this kind of question, you may be confused. But our teacher doesn't give us question like this on factorization. Our teacher always says, factorize. That's why I'm giving you this. When you factorize, you break an item or an expression into factors. That's the meaning of factorizing. Factorize, that is, put them in form of factors, as a product of factors. That's the meaning. So, you have been given x minus 1 as a factor of 5x squared minus 7x plus 2. You are now to find the other factor. Just don't trouble yourself. There are 2 ways to that, but I will teach you one now. There is a method we use in polynomial. When we do division of polynomial, there's a method we use. In the later time, we'll be doing that. But now, factorize this expression given to you first. When you factorize it, you will discover 2 different factors. Those 2 different factors would have involved these. One of those 2 factors would have been x minus 1. So the other one that is not x minus 1 is the other factor you are asked to find. I hope you understand. Let's go and see how we do it. In fact, multiply the first and last term together. That one gives us 10xk. Underline the middle term. This middle term is our target, the first target, minus 7, the coefficient. Then the coefficient of the product of the first and last term is also another moderator. Now let's go. We use the coefficient of this to quickly search out our factors. 2 in 10 gives 5. You now ask yourself, can I use 2 and 5? Definitely 2 and 5 are factors of 10, but we have other factors of 10. We are only looking for 2 of them that will be qualified to use here. Let's try 2 and 5. How can I make 2 and 5 to give me negative 7? Yes, it is possible. Minus 2 minus 5 gives minus 7. But before you ratify them as qualified factors, let's see whether minus 2 times minus 5 can give us positive 10, which is the coefficient of these first and last term products. You can see we have it, positive 10 as the coefficient. That means these 2 factors are viable. They are good. So we can now go on to use them to represent the middle term as 5x squared. Instead of writing the middle term, we write minus 2x minus 5x. Now include this plus 2. To be easier, you see 5 here, you see 5 here, 2 here, 2 here. You may rearrange. It's allowed. You may rearrange to have 5x squared minus 5x minus 2x plus 2. I hope you understand. They match. So what is common to these 2 terms? 5x is common. So use the 5x to divide 5x squared, you have 5. Use the 5x to divide minus 5x, you have minus 1. What I'm saying is this. Minus 5x divided by minus 5x. So this will cut this, you have minus 1 left. So what is common to this is minus 2. Bracket. Use the minus 2 to divide minus 2x. It gives you positive x. Use the minus 2 to divide positive 2. It gives you minus 1. That is 2 divided by minus 2. Answer is minus 1. So you have minus 1. You can now see that the inside of the two brackets are exactly the same. So you have x minus 1 into 5x minus 2. You have factorized it. These are the two factors we have there. And one of them have been given to us at the beginning of the question, which is x minus 1. Can you see? X minus 1. If x minus 1 is a factor of these, then find the other factor. What now is the other factor? You can all see it is 5x minus 2. Therefore, the other factor is 5x minus 2. That is it. I can't leave you without assignments. Let's try our hands on this. Find the other factor. If 2x minus 1 is a factor of 6x squared minus 3x, and the rest, we have 4 questions in all. Please try your hands on them. God bless you. We meet in the next class.